Oh, yeah. Welcome to another episode of Dark Skies coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. Welcome. Yeah. How y'all doing today? We got another full show today. Lakers are number 2 again. Talk a little bit about that. Also talk about, fights off crocodiles using a wrench, among other things. Talk a little bit about that. Also, we're gonna chop it up. We got a lot of information, news, and we're gonna just cover it all and try to get it all in one show. So get yourselves ready. I'm gonna get myself ready. Let's get situated. Light them if you got them, and be back in a few seconds. Oh man, what a day. It's good to be here. How y'all doing today? I'm back in the house. This is Dark Skies, for y'all who don't know, but you just tuned into. I'm your host, LC Grace. Mikey Knox is in the building. Wow. Happy to see us, huh? Happy to hear from us. Thank you. What's up, Mike? How you doing? We back in effect. Got everything going. Like I said, we've been working hard to try to get everything right, with Dark Skies. And, of course, everything is right. Couldn't be better. And, I just like to thank everybody who's been giving us their support, hitting us up. And I always tell you can email me at lcgrays@yahoo.com. And I'm happy to read your emails, and I do. And like I said, I just want to say thank you for all the people that reach out and, stay in contact with us and give us positive feedback, especially when it comes to the show's topics. Thanks to the people on Twitter, people who continuously retweeting the show and giving us their input. It's been a blessing. Dark Skies is, like I said, growing. So we continue to work hard on the show, and we got a lot of stuff coming up as we add technology, more and more technology to what is already a technology-driven team. More laptops, more iPods, more drone technology as we begin to cross over into a more technology, like I said, driven Dark Skies. We have really put in a lot of work. We do a lot of research, it's just a lot of information, and I try to tell people, I have no idea when you just start to look at the amount of shows that we've done and the many different topics, you only begin to understand the amount of information that comes through our hands. And me, I live for it, you know. So we've been getting a lot of UFO files, and that's kind of how we've been, why we've been kind of low on the amount of shows we've been doing, because we've been researching some of this information. Never thought I'd be a UFO researcher, but who knows? You know, this information comes across our hands. You know, Jim is reading it, Mikey's reading it, I'm reading it, and we're trying to get an idea of what we're looking at. Now, you know, we do a lot of study when it comes to Planet X and the binary solar systems and ancient civilizations on Earth and abroad. We like to study CERN, like to look at the information that's reported and given to us by NASA, JPL. So these are a lot of the topics that we cover, you know, Planet X, and, you know, that's just what we do. Now, we also gotten into a lot of the stories on the Giants, and that series do continue, and we're working hard to try to get the next 2 shows done on Giants, and I'm hoping to have that done real soon. It's just, like I said, while we're doing that show, we're also researching information and working on other shows as well. It's a situation that constantly keeps us busy, and I accept it, though, you know, because, like I said, it's research that I accept, that I enjoy doing, that I like doing. Now, the art part of Darkskies, now we do the drawings and the photography, the music, and we try to we're trying to hold it over because we was working on a website, and I know a lot of people saying, what's taking the website so long? Well, you know, you have to understand, all of the stuff that's being done is being funded by yours truly. You know, so whatever happens is happening because of hard work and dedication and money, you know, out of my pocket. So we have to understand that, you know, I am by any means a rich man, you know. I can only do what I can do when I can do it. So, you know, we limited by the funds, but not limited by our imaginations, and as well as not limited by our knowledge and our ability to harness and control these technologies. It's incredible too. The drones that we're working on, and we're gonna start doing some shows too. And you know, the drones are gonna be a major part of our research, because we do want to do more atmospheric research. We want to do more climate research. We also want to be able to take more aerial shots, and all of this stuff falls under the use of more computers and more technology being administered. And it's not just us. I was reading, and one of the files that came across my my board today was Wendy's, and a report that Wendy's was going to start downsizing their workforce in order to offset the rise of cost of employment or employees. Now, a lot of people don't know that the cost of living is forever rising in states of New York and California. Cost of living is, you know, skyrocketing. I mean, it costs more to live here than it does in Wyoming. You know, Los Angeles is very expensive. You know, to eat, to pay rent, to buy a home, to buy a vehicle, to just exist in LA. You know, I always tell people we pay for the weather, we pay for what we have here. You know, it's just not cheap. And they make sure that, you know, if you're going to be here, then you're going to have to be able to foot the bill. You have to be able to afford it. So that's where we are right now. And of course, in order to offset that, and you're going to see more companies do this. It's not just going to be Wendy's. It's just Wendy's is one of the first ones to, go public with this. But this has been in the plans and in the makings for a long time. Basically, what we're talking about is, computers, machines replacing humans in the workforce in order to offset the cost of, employees' insurance and all of this stuff. So, Wendy's is basically offering some of the franchises an opportunity to basically fire their employees and replace them with kiosks or some type of ordering machines where customers can, I guess, pay an order, without the use of, customer service, customer self-service. Now, you see this in more supermarkets and grocery stores, that are downsizing. And it's funny because I don't know if you noticed that when you go into, like, Target or you go into Vons or you go into, Food for Less or some of these stores, and they have so many registers, and these registers are not being used because there's no employees to use them, because that was the old way of doing things. Back in the days, you had an employee at each one of these registers and customer service, at each, transaction. Now, there's no more customer service. Or there's less, there's 20 registers, 2 cashiers working, and then you have the machines over on the side, And then sometimes they have the human to assist over there with you in the self-service because, we're a little too dumb, to work with the machine alone. They're trying to slowly transition us over into, just commanding the machine. But then it lies, the loss of jobs, the removal of the human element from, the ordering process or going out to eat. No customer service. I guess less complaints. What you gonna complain that the computer was rude to you? Probably not. Might complain that it's not working right. But never that it overcharged you. Pretty strange though, But these are the times that we're living in, and times are changing, and it's changing right before our eyes, and we just have to, go with the flow. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Lakers are number 2 again. And also, a 72-year-old man fights off crocodiles. Man, what a world are we living in. What a world indeed. We'll take a break and we'll be right back. You've been listening to Darkskies, live from Los Angeles, California.
Where am I? Where is she? Where are we?
Lights out, sucker punch psyched out. Call the love, we wrote it, then I wiped out. 2 ships just passing in the night now. Offshore, looking for a lighthouse. Green pill, you said that it was painless. Down and out, drowning in the sea of my anguish. Funny, you always said hope floats comprehended, but I can't cope. So I gotta find my way back to you, baby. Tryna find my way back to you, baby. Gotta find my way back to you, to us, to love. Man down my
back, way back, to the time that we would relax and you would tell me to lay back while you did that little thing that you got so good at. For me, that's what I'm missing now. Wish that I could kiss you now. Listen, I was thinking we could take it back, right back where we left off, but this is BS, cause my GPS won't tell me what's next, so I'm lost and I don't know where I'm going, and I hope you don't move on. Damn, I can't believe she gone. No misconception, accepted, I was wrong. I have the direction so I can get with my blessing. See, without you it's depressing, so yes, I learned my lesson, and I hope this is a test that you can see that I am acing. You told me to have patience, and look, I'm waiting, but I don't know how much longer I could take it, and I hope you understand just what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that path that I was walking, I lost it, so I gotta
find my way back to you, baby. Tryna find my way back to you, baby. Gotta find my way back to you.
Yeah, it's your man Raj Rashid. You are now tuned in to Virginia's hottest website, vatalent.com.
And Darkskies Live. Yeah, I'm telling you, we are fastly growing. I mean, you know we big in Virginia. Everybody knows that. What's up, Virginia? And, you know, Los Angeles is, you know, basically the capital, you know, of entertainment, news, information, you know. And I represent Los Angeles, Compton, Hub City, for sure. And everybody knows this. But also, you know, from the Bay to LA. You know, what's up, San Jose? You know, I love it all over. And it's funny, too, because we got a lot going on here. You know, with the football season winding down, draft picks are being signed. The Rams got their quarterback, so we'll be looking at the development of this kid. Also, we have the Lakers, you know. Managed to get the number 2 pick. Congratulations for the second year in a row. You know, draft lottery's been good. I mean, the Lakers has really been going through some tough times, but if it comes to winning the lottery, we've won it twice. Back-to-back years. I mean, last year we got D'Angelo Russell. And, you know, everybody knows that I believe that he's the truth and he's going to lead us into, you know, the playoffs and give us a chance to win many, many, many more rings in the future. You know, so go D'Angelo. But yeah, the question is Simmons or Ingram. So that's going to be the conversation over the next upcoming months, and trying to see which player do you think the Lakers may end up with, and which one do you think they need, you know? I mean, so we definitely need something, I mean, because we've been losing, and we really want to turn that tide, and we need somebody to come in and play with Julius Randle and, you know, D'Angelo, and of course Clarkson. So it's going to be fun, you know, trying to see what's next and see what happens. I mean, you know, I'm a huge Laker fan. I want my team to be back. I mean, to see the Clipper fans get let down again. I mean, Clippers are always competitive, but never actually bring home no championships, you know. So, you know, we need the Lakers to get back to where they are. And it's funny because Boston's right there. I mean, you got that pick for the Nets. I mean, wow. So, you know, there's always something, you know. So you got to take the good with the bad. You know, you see the dark side trying to get strong over there. You know, so, you know, Boston already got a pretty good team. So whatever they get, you know, with that number 2 pick, it's going to be interesting. You know, so it's really winding down. And as I speak, you know, we also got the game going on right now. You got the OKC versus Golden State, you know. Go Bay Area. And last I checked, Golden State was winning. And, you know, we're doing the show at the same time as the game, so I'm not actually able to focus in on both at the same time. You know, of course, I wish I could. But, you know, as soon as the show is over, hopefully we'll be able to tune into the last part of the game. You know, this is what we do. We got a lot going on. Got the news here, got the sports going on. It's a lot. But that's the speed of life. You know, those are all the things that are happening, you know. And then we're still trying to keep up with what's happening in the world. So, you know, that's makes time go past fast, fills your day up. I always tell people it's not enough hours in the day because you got so much stuff to do. Well, at least I do. I stay so active, so it's hard for me to just stop and chill for a minute. For what? Got too much to do. Stop and chill for what? For who? And that brings me to my next story is this story about this man. I don't know, it's pretty incredible. The story starts off with two gentlemen going crabbing, two old friends. And they only get the age of one of them. It says he's 72 years old. And this 72 years old guy, I mean, he's might as well be Thor. Because with age, he's gotten stronger and impressive. Yeah. Give this man a round of applause. They're like, why are you giving this man a round of applause? Well, until you see 72. Get to 72 is a major accomplishment. And then go out crabbing at 72 is also a major accomplishment. Having a friend at 72 is a major accomplishment. But anyway, let's get into the story. I mean, this 72-year-old man went out with his buddy and they went crabbing. And it's crazy because it says both men were in their 70s. So it just doesn't give the actual age of the second gentleman. But anyway, it says they went crabbing near Darwin. Now, you know, I'm from Compton, and I speak to a lot of people who are from Compton. Matter of fact, a lot of my listeners are from Compton, so they don't know where Darwin is. But anyway, I'll tell you. Darwin is in Australia. It's actually in the North Territory. So Australia's North Territory. And anyway, these two gentlemen went out on a small boat. And they were out crabbing. And two gentlemen in their 70s. Like I said, here in America, when you're in your 70s, you're probably, you know, in a nursing home. You're definitely not out crabbing somewhere. So anyway, these dudes are out crabbing, two old gentlemen, old OGs. And when their boat was nudged, and I was going to say slightly nudged, but no, this nudge completely capsized the boat and knocking both gentlemen into the water. Now, it says it was nudged by a saltwater crocodile, and that's what caused the boat to capsize. So it must have been a pretty big crocodile, you know, that caused the boat to capsize because it probably went right over the top of him. Heck yeah, and then flipped right over, knocked him over into the water. So now you got two 70-year-olds in the water, got the crocodiles in the water, capsized boat, so the boat was completely flipped over, but still on top of the water. So now you got this superhero, and I call him a superhero because, man, this gentleman, 72 years old, was forced to try to save his own life. And the sad part of the story is that his partner, unfortunately, was, well, I guess, a regular man because once he fell into the water, he was unable to swim or unable to climb onto the capsized boat. And I don't know if you understand what I mean when I say capsized, but once a boat flips, sometimes the air could hold the boat on the surface of the water, not allowing it to sink to the bottom, but still giving you something that you can grab. But the bottom of the boat is what you're trying to climb up on. So I don't know if you understand, but the bottom of the boat is what's exposed to all the greases and the slime and the elements that's, you know, at the bottom of the river or, you know, whatever that you're, you know, maneuvering your boat through. You know, most of that stuff collects at the bottom of the boat. So, You know, like a lot of times when they put the ships out the ocean or out the water, you can see the barnacles and all these things just stuck to the bottom of the boat that's been there for years. Well, anyway, once a boat capsized, you're trying to basically climb up slime and slippery mud and dirt and grime. And it's next to impossible if you're a Navy SEAL. I mean, so if you're a 72-year-old man and you're trying to climb up a capsized vessel and it's real slippery, but he was able to work himself up, you know, and get himself up out of the water. And that's not where the, story ends. You know, that's just where the fight begins. Because now, you know, he's on a capsized boat surrounded by crocodiles and alone now because his friend drowns. So he has no backup. So what this man does is he becomes, you know, like I said, a superhero. As he reaches and finds any type of weapon that he could to defend himself. And it's incredible. He was able to work himself up a wrench, maybe a couple of wrenches. I'm not sure exactly how many wrenches, but definitely a wrench. And it also says that he found some spark plugs. Now, I don't know if he used the wrench to remove the spark plugs, because it said the spark plugs was grabbed from the outboard engine. So I can just see this man with this wrench unscrewing these spark plugs and getting them loose, you know, so he can use them as protection against, these crocodiles who basically are thinking lunchtime as they surround the capsized boat and, you know, and try to, you know, feast. Anyway, the story says that this man basically fought off multiple attacks from said crocodiles by throwing spark plugs that at him. And as they got real close, you know, he belted him across the head, you know, with the wrench. Get back, you know, bam, across the top of the head. You know, I guess a couple of hits from a wrench make a crocodile think twice about coming in and, you know, biting on me. You know, I might not be a fish. I'm a fish with a wrench. But anyway, it said that this man fought off multiple attacks. Not saying exactly how many, but multiple. So I would say many. One is too many. But anyway, multiple attacks by these crocodiles over a certain amount of time, and until he was able to be rescued, and rescuers were actually able to get to this gentleman and get him to safety, as well as get the body of his drowned friend. So I guess the crocodiles never really ate his friend because they were so busy trying to get him. So I think that was also amazing that they were able to recover the body of his friend and, you know, get it also out of the water. So I think that's an amazing story. I mean, you're never too old, to fight. And, you know, life is a gift and you should never let no one take it away. You know, not nobody, not a person or a saltwater alligator. He stood up in the face of, you know, wow. And, you know, in the face of certain death, I would think, because you're 72 years old. If your boat capsized, just falling in the water, you know, can you swim well enough to survive that? And then if you do, then there's crocodiles in the water, you know, so you have to come up with an idea of trying to survive and fight them off and, you know, last until, you know, you're rescued. So I don't know, it's just an amazing, amazing, amazing story. And of superhuman will, you know, to live, survive. So, you know, I love stories like that. I did have their names, but I left the names out because of the loss of his friend. It's just, I don't know, it's incredible. But I just want y'all to know that in the face of certain death, death may not always be so certain. You may, could survive just using the things that are around you. So that's why I often tell y'all, be prepared. And if you're not prepared, get prepared at that moment. So I think that's incredible. I love that story. I'm going to continue to look for superhuman stories because I believe that, the human will to live, bypasses all, just makes us special. And I think that's what's going to hurl us deep out into the cosmos and to many different planets and help us to explore, learn, and grow into what God truly intended us to be. So that's what I see, and I'm happy to share it. So I just want to thank everybody for joining us. We're finna jump off air. The skies are starting to darken over the skies of Los Angeles, California, and I love that. We're gonna look at the end of this game, go Golden State, as they try to even it up with OKC and get ready to head down south. So, like I said, there's a lot going on. We're going to continue to stay with it. And like I said, once again, congratulations to the Lakers, for securing the number 2 overall pick. Let's hope we get us a player that actually can help us turn the fortunes of our organization around. Big things, big living, big life, speed of life. You've been listening to Darkskies Live. I'm your host, LC Grace. My connections in the building. We full speed ahead, so just, keep listening, and thanks for all the attention. Thanks for all the emails. Continue to follow, and if you like the show, like it. And if you missed the show live, like I said, you can listen to it on demand, or you can download the show, no cost. Hey, it's all coming out of my pocket. I'm the one that's doing this, so take advantage. So, one life, so one love. We're going to live on this earth until we make the next step. What they call it, Earth 2. Can we find it? Who knows? It's too cloudy tonight for us to get out and look at the stars, so we're going to look at the stars on the basketball court. So, once again, I'm your host, LC Grace. You've been listening to Darkskies Live. Like you liked, we're up out of here. So, let's do it. From the Bay to LA. What's up, San Jose?